What's going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and today we are Shiny Bergmite hunting. I'm really hoping to get lucky enough to find one today, because we've seen a lot of shinies recently, and all in all, they're pretty cool, especially the Delibird I found at night with the Christmas lights on the background. I'm really happy about it. But you know what tops all of that? I actually just incensed a Shiny Bergmite right here. So technically, I only need to get one more today, but I'm still very happy about this because we have the Spotlight Hour today. So hopefully we will get lucky with that one, but of course we gotta get lucky and actually catch this guy, and we hit it with a great curveball throw with the Golden Raspberry. More than likely, we do have this, but let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect, we got it. Now let's just see how good this thing is. It is not the greatest, but I don't care. I needed this in order to get it for the shiny family, and we only need one more. And there was another one over here just a second ago, but I think I just drifted away. Yeah, and it was like right over here. 1 second. I've walked back to where it was. Hopefully we'll actually get to see, there it is. 2 in a row? Not 2 in a row. Perfectly fine. The fact that we got one is huge, because again, this entire event, I've been clicking on so many, and I haven't been able to get one.
Many hours later.
A lot of time has passed, and I'm afraid we didn't run into anything, and I was really hoping to run into another shiny because it's almost time for the Spotlight Hour. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna turn that shiny into a Shiny Bergmite, because that is a trick you can do. If you find a full-on shiny Pokemon before it's time for the Spotlight Hour and you wait for the Spotlight Hour to happen, the shiny will turn into the shiny of the Spotlight Hour Pokemon as long as it's available. And there's a few other things that could interfere with it, like say you find a boosted odd shiny Pokemon, like let's say Skarmory real quick. You find a Skarmory and you try to turn it into a Bergmite, it wouldn't work. Or at least it has an extremely low chance of working. Nothing's impossible, all things considered. But yeah, you would want to find something like a Delibird or a Cubchoo or something like that. Everything that we know is a full odd shiny, a 1 in 450 to 1 in 512 rate. But sadly, that's not the case for today. But we were able to do it with the Costume Duskull, and I think that's a way better one to do it too. But yeah, we got about 5 minutes until the Spotlight Hour starts. I'm in my favorite spot. I am at the Infinity Loop. We get some insane spawns here, so once it starts up, we're gonna go really hard, and fingers crossed we're gonna get ourselves another Shiny Berg, because when we get it, we're done with them. It is just now hit 6 p.m. They haven't switched over yet, but it usually gives them a couple seconds. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I want one more, and hopefully we'll get it, because I'm gonna go hard for this. I'm literally gonna be fast checking the entire time. But there they are. There they all are. All right, let's click on everything. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on AR. I'm also gonna have the thing covered so we don't have to do any camera loading. So let's just click on every single one of these real quickly and see if we get our hands on a shiny one. Hopefully we will, because as you can see, a lot more spawns kicked up right here. And this is why this is one of my favorite spots. This place is absolutely busted for spawns, and this isn't even the best spot. So let's keep going through them, but it looks like our first little chunk here has a lot of no's in it, but that's perfectly fine. Part of me thinks I should be catching these, but at the same time, I'd rather get the shiny first and then we can catch. I know there was one more over here. I just want to click on it real quick. I saw him like right here in the corner. There it is. Are you a yellow one? You are not. I'm really glad the Infinity Loop didn't get destroyed by this whole like nest update. Or it wasn't really a nest update, it was just a spawn update. We had a spot called the Den that we used to love to go to, but ever since the update, it just became terrible. But very happy to say this spot is still really, really good. Let's just click on a couple more before we get to the big cluster. I feel like this might be the last one. Unfortunately not shiny, but not a big deal. How about you? I don't think I clicked on this one yet. No, and also just incensed one right here, and it's not yellow. We're approaching another gigantic cluster here. I love this spot. It's so good. It's probably the best one in Orlando when it comes down to walking. There's a lot of good driving routes, but I don't own a car, so you know, can't quite do those ones. But I'm sad to say it's looking like every single one of these isn't shiny. Let's click on this one over here. Really wish this was it. I would love a level 1 shiny. Couple more to check right here next to a Pikachu, which would be hilarious if that was shiny. It's not. Keep going, and I think that's all of them. No, I think you're new. Are you shiny? No. Here's another amazing cluster. I really love this spot. I've already checked about half of it, and hopefully I'll be able to click on everything, because I'm also kind of losing some of the stuff. It's the benefit, I guess, of catching things, you know. Obviously, they'll disappear, so you know what you've actually caught and what you haven't caught, but nonetheless, I am absolutely loving this cluster. Hopefully there will be a yellow snow in here. Please, you! Nope. This one, probably? No. And this one... No, let's keep checking. Like with this one. I'm feeling this one. Never mind, I'm not feeling it. We're now entering one of the last clusters here. This isn't the best one by any means, but we just did a huge loop, and it's been about 30 minutes now, which is really good, because by the time we get back to the beginning part of the loop, everything should hopefully be respawned as something new, because usually spawns last for a good 30 minutes to an hour. There may be a couple repeats here and there, but nothing too crazy at all. But sadly, no shinies in the first rotation, and we've definitely clicked on like a ton of these things. But you know, it is what it is. It is a full-on shiny. The fact that we got one today is ridiculous. But we got a couple more to check right here, including some that love to just stick right next to the stop. And I think you're the last one right here. Yep, no yellow. Oh, looks like I was wrong. I got two more right here. This one, and we've got this one. No. As you can see, we are now re-entering the loop. I've checked so many of these things. I probably should have taken a snapshot on, you know, how many encounters we were at before this, but I want to say we're definitely clicking at least 500 plus Pokemon here. So with that being said, I'm gonna keep clicking on stuff and we'll see what happens. We have at least 27 minutes. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got it, Shiny Bergmite. I was worried for a second there, but that was a whole bunch of checking. Oh, baby, so glad that we found that. Oh, yeah, but you can see why I like this place, right? There's so many spawns, though my arm is getting tired from carrying this camera like this. Oh, 1, 2, 3, boom. We completed the set, but we're not gonna stop. We've got plenty more checks to do because I want to get these for friends, if I'm even allowed to. Okay, apparently, oh, there we go. Well, that's fun. I wasn't able to click on the thing and it's having an issue right now. What's going on, game? What are you doing? Okay, it started to work again. What do we got for you? You are not the greatest, don't care. We still got it. Let's get at least 1 or 2 more for friends that might need them. And now it's officially 7, and I'm sad to say pretty much all the Bergmites are gone, though a few of them stayed around. I mean, it is a pretty common spawn. Let me actually click on this one, though. This is the last check. It's not shiny. Doesn't matter. We got 2 today, and I'm very happy. Well, I'm sad to say the weather is still pretty awful, and apparently it's gonna be like this for the next 3 days, so that's great. But that's fine, we can take it easy for at least 1 or 2 days before that Winter Holiday Part 2 event goes live, which looks pretty fun. But I'm thinking before we wrap up this video, we gotta evolve one of our shiny Bergmites, right? Because we gotta complete that family. So let's see if this one or this one's gonna be the Avalog. Admittedly, this one is better in terms of the stars, and both of them aren't be that good for PvP, so I'm thinking let's just do this one, why not? Let's turn this one into our Avalog. It's gonna look pretty good, all things considered. At least I think it's gonna look fine. It's not the best shiny by any means, and I think that the Bergmite is actually just a tad better, but whatever. But anyways, here it is. There we go. It basically just gets yellow on it and a little bit of a greenish tinge on like the joints and stuff like that. It's a decent shiny, all things considered. And you can see like the yellowish green in the cracks between them. So yeah, I mean, it's an all right shiny. But you know what really good shiny is Hisuian Avalog. At least personally, I think it looks good. And on December 24th, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. your local time, they're gonna be in raids almost everywhere with increased shiny rates on them. They're basically gonna be like any other raid day. So about a 1 in 10 to 1 in 20 shiny odd on them. I'm definitely gonna go really hard and try to get as many of them as possible because there's always a chance we could get a Shundo of it, and I would love to have a Shundo Hisuian Avalog just to have it. As for its usefulness, I can't say it would be overly that amazing from what we've seen so far, but they could always change something last minute, and plus, again, it looks good with the orange. I really like the shiny. So if you're on my friends list, please send me as many raids as possible. I will be doing as many of them as I physically can, and hopefully we will get at least a hundo, and if we're super lucky, we might even get that Shundo. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel. We just hit 90,000 subscribers, which is a major milestone, and we're trying to get to that big 100K. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And if you're really enjoying my content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest you check out the video right over here. But with that being said, I hope to see you in the next one.